Embarca, embarca, me leva pra parte lá. Embarca, me leva pra lá. Quero que você me diga quantos peixes tem no mar. Eu tiro água, tiro pedra, pra depois poder contar.
Duas brancas na janela, uma preta no jardim. Você fica com as branquinhas e deixa a pretinha pra mim. Embarca, embarca,
Me leva pra parte lá, eu quero ver. Embarca, me leva pra
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la,
In Bahia, you find yourself in the heart of Brazil, where the magic comes from. If you want to get there, just follow the sound of the drums. This is Salvador de Bahia, city of 3 million people, first capital of Brazil, the wellspring for everything African and spicy, where things seem to just sway and move constantly. It's a place where everybody is sexy, where even the ugly people are hot. Unsurprisingly, this is where artists come from. African spiritualism, occult magic, candomblé, capoeira.
Caipirinha.
And caipirinhas. Did I mention caipirinhas? They do those here too. I like them. I like them a lot.
What's magical about this cocktail is the first taste, it's like, I don't know, man. It's a little too something. And then like that second sip, it's like, oh, that's kind of good. Then the third sip, it's, where are my pants?
Fortunately, food in these parts tends to be, shall we say, hearty. For instance, a delightful meal of fried meat with plenty of absorbent starch product like farofa, the perfect accompaniment to many, many caipirinhas.
Oh, excellent. Obrigado. Now we're talking. It's a tough town for vegetarians. Oh, chorizo, good. And I'll have 6 more of these, please. People are staring at me and say, look at that. The heave and hump of an American, how much he's eating. Just line him up, my friend. Thank you. Obrigado. Yeah. So nice walking around here. The audio component's really amazing. There's always drums somewhere.
Isso para mim é uma coisa que me faz me movimentar. Eu gosto de encontrar lugares, descobrir pessoas, descobrir histórias, descobrir tudo que está acontecendo dentro da cidade. E é isso, eu vivo isso o tempo todo.
Welcome to Salvador, my friend.
Oh, good to be here. Again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love it here.
Well, please, one cup for you, man. Oh, come on, Joe.
Excellent.
Welcome to Salvador, right?
Thank you.
Well, good to see you.
This is Claudio and Marilia. It's good to have friends at a place like Salvador. In fact, you're pretty much lost without them.
Saúde. Aqui na garrafa. For next stop there.
Right.
Cool.
Tuesday night in Pelo.
Yeah, man. And the Tuesday nights are very interesting. Many
Right.
people coming to church first.
Right.
Next, going to drink around, right? Try something, listen good to music. And the corner here, man.
People have to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's Brazil, right?
Yeah, it's Brazil, but you have this kind of behavior
Right.
here in Pelourinho, but not in whole city.
So how different is Salvador from Rio and Sao Paulo?
Man, Salvador is a mother, you know. The music here, the candomblé, the architecture, this area is amazing, man.
It
It's
is.
amazing. And then for eat, drink, history, memory, anything.
Pelourinho, Pelo for short, was Salvador during the Portuguese colonial period. It's almost always a party, a series of parties actually, but tonight is special.
Oh, look at the smell, man.
Smells good.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Is that good?
So where to next?
Go to the stairs.
Yeah.
I like to bring in you today because coming here, people everywhere. This is a free party. You can dance, you can drink your beer everywhere. It's cool to see the show inside. It's amazing. Woo! Tony, you try that?
What is it?
It's a cravinho, clove and a mix of honey, lemon.
Alcohol?
Yes.
Alcohol of unknown origin dispensed from atop the head of the stranger?
Oh,
That's good.
that's good.
Mama always said that was a good idea.
Viva Salvador.
I don't know if it's the booze, or the music, or the tropical heat, but after a while bouncing from place to place, wandering down old cobblestone streets, different music issuing from everywhere, a different party, people flowing out of buildings, one gathering commingling with another, the music mixing. It really does seem that everybody is moving to some mysterious, unknowable pulse, some unheard throb that moves people to constantly touch each other, stroke hips, necks, limbs. It is useful to know that of over 12 million Africans dragged, ripped, and kidnapped from their homelands, nearly 5 million ended up in Brazil. 1.5 million of them in Bahia alone. Pelourinho became the locus of a vast infrastructure of plantations and the slave trade that powered them, making this city in northeastern Brazil the most opulent in the New World. Pelourinho, it's worth pointing out, gets its name from the whipping post. 100 years after slavery was outlawed in Brazil, Pelourinho had been forgotten. But of course, the neighborhood had its charms. If you were an artist, a musician, a writer, you could afford to live here. Cheap rent for longtime locals, or shiny new art galleries and hipster cafes. We know which way the current of history runs.
vivo aqui pensando como sobreviver. O mundo vai girando e o novo sol vai nascer. E as pedras vão rolando ao amanhecer. E a gente acreditando que o novo sol vai nascer. Seus olhos puros e ardentes, clareando minha mente, eu vivo a sonhar sempre com você. Musa inspiradora, não me deixe só. Preciso de você para criar o reflexo da vida e mostrar para o mundo a verdade no corpo e na alma, antes que seja tarde demais.
Here, though, one man stands alone. Jaime Figura, a poet, sculptor, painter, musician. Now, perhaps, his own greatest artistic creation. He's chosen to hide his face from view and to stand in opposition, an eyesore, a rebuke, a defiant, guar-like embarrassment to the occupiers.
As he dresses now, this is for protection, but as I understand, also protest.
E essa sua forma é uma forma de protesto também?
Foi porque eu perdi meu emprego.
Que lost
Além
her
de perder
job.
meu emprego, de ter rasgado meu paletó, roupa, porra toda, entendeu? Ainda vi uns filha da puta de lá da periferia me bater, entendeu? Me agredir, achando que eu tava errado, que eu era isso e aquilo, entendeu? Aí piorou mais a situação. Aí coloquei a máscara de ferro, entendeu?
It's a kind of protest, but also protection. You know?
Who's the enemy?
Quem são os inimigos? Ele tá perguntando quem são.
Os inimigos são todos.
Everyone.
Quem vê cara não vê coração.
You see face, you not see heart, né?
How long have you been wearing the armor? How long?
Há 46 anos atrás.
46 years.
46 years.
You know?
That was a long time ago. You ever go to the beach?
Eu gosto de ficar na sombreira só.
No sun. Only shadow
Only the
beer,
darkness.
and beer. And no
You're
sun.
goth, dude.
Whisky com água de coco.
Whiskey and coconut, but not sun. No sun.
Mas entrar na água eu não vou, não.
Not
pai.
water, not sun.
Just down from where we're sitting, Jaime's Pelourinho studio. His water and power have been shut off, but he insists he's going nowhere.
Brazil is supposed to be about what? Music, dancing, sun, hot women. Does he reject those things? Does he think that's bull?
É que eu tô no país errado, tô na cidade
It's
errada.
the wrong country, he tells.
É,
I
aconteceu.
am in the wrong country.
Where would the perfect place be?
A cidade do rock.
The rock city,
Rock City. That's Detroit.
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 Detroit, Rock City. What music inspires him?
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, though. I
Iron
think they're
Maiden?
touring, actually.
Que mais?
Nirvana.
Nirvana. Metallica?
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Metallica, Beethoven.
Carlos, what do you think about all this? I think anybody who comes here recognizes immediately that this is a really uniquely extraordinary and, despite many problems, a uniquely wonderful, magical place.
It's a magical place, but also for us, for me and for him. Here is a place where many people, black people, have suffered. There is still one kind of karma of this old history here, you know?
So what is the real Pelourinho?
Qual é o Pelourinho real? Ele tá querendo saber qual
O Pelourinho real somos nós.
We are
Que
the real
frequentamos aqui,
Pelourinho. We are.
dia a dia, dando vida a essa merda. Entendeu?
Give life for the... We are the real Pelourinho.
Meu nome é Jaime Figura. Eu estou aqui no Pelourinho, na Babilônia, a nossa Babilônia, que ninguém vai tomar, é tudo nosso. Na verdade, eu gosto de vocês, entendeu? Só que tem umas pulguinhas que ficam me enchendo o saco, atrapalhando a minha vida, entendeu? Mas eu tô aqui pra fazer meu rock and roll e meu lugar é aqui no Pelourinho!
I don't like pina coladas, but I like walking in the rain. I like wandering through markets as much as the next guy, but what I really like are neurotoxins. In Japan, they call it fugu. Yeah, its eyes, ovaries, and internal organs are just packed full of varying amount of toxins. And some hysterical ninnies will tell you that tetrodotoxin present in the blowfish is 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. And they'll tell you how if it's consumed, you remain conscious while your muscles gradually become paralyzed and death, like a slow-moving freight train, looms closer and closer. And whatever you do, just make sure you cut out that liver. I say, bull.
So, we're eating blowfish.
Yes, it's an adventure.
Like the Japanese, they like the poison stuff.
I know, yeah.
So do but they remove the liver, the skin, and all
It's
that?
supposed to be removed properly.
Right, properly, right. I saw a Simpsons episode, I think.
This guy make it great.
Poisonous blowfish moqueca recipe. Add to said fish lemon, coriander, onion, tomato, coconut milk, dende oil, cover, and simmer. I am confident in this cook I don't know. And in this man, Bel Bourdain, my host and an aficionado of this dish.
Smelling good.
Bon appetito, monsieur.
Thank you.
There's a lot of pepper, huh?
Oh, yeah, good pepper. Nice and spicy. I can't feel my legs. Is that a bad thing?
Bel is an artist, after all, a very famous one. So he knows about neurotoxins. He comes from a long tradition of artists who have found inspiration in Bahia.
Is there something about Salvador you think that it's conducive to an artistic sensibility? I mean, there's so much color here and music and
Lights, the light here is beautiful.
the light is really special. Just the colors of the city are amazing. The colors of the people are amazing, and the way they move.
They move.
I don't know, when I first came here, I thought everybody in this city looks like they just got, or they're on their way to go. So this was the Central Market back before supermarkets. This is where everybody did their shopping, right?
Oh, yes. You know what? This is the real Brazilians here. The real Bahians.
Right.
This place is the intestine of the city. They sell shrimps and stuff here, oil and stuff. This kind of oil we call dende, palm oil.
Oh, yeah.
However you want to call it.
And I love the dende oil. You know, it takes some getting used to. The first time I was here, you know, you eat it, you shit like a mink for hours afterwards. But now, no problems. I've been eating this all week, loving it. We're on your 5th time in Brazil.
You're developing resistance, man.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're sure it's good.
There you go, buddy. Hope you like spicy. He's a Brazilian cat. He's got to like spicy.
Oh, muito obrigado, meu amor.
A little cachaça?
Yes.
Told you. Yeah, that'll set you right.
I think now you're protected from the poison.
Right. We're coming up to the World Cup, and I think a lot of people are going to be reading about crime and all of that. How do you think it's going to go, the World Cup? Disaster, or it's going to somehow work out?
I think it'll be a success. It'll be a successful.
You think it'll be a success?
I'm sure of it.
Salvador is one of the host cities for the 2014 World Cup. A huge stadium has recently been completed, but a lot of people are worried, concerned if Brazil is ready. I've been told thousands of prostitutes are studying tourist-appropriate languages in preparation. So probably a lot of people are going to get laid, a lot of people are going to get robbed, a lot of people are going to get laid and robbed.
Have you ever been here in Carnival?
No.
It's
Well, that's
the World Cup beside Carnival.
And that works out, right? That's not a slaughter fest.
It's a breakfast.
Right.
I think it happens, but it works.
I think Salvador in particular is a place where
May I?
thank you, no matter what, people should come. Even people who are afraid to travel, who said, oh, well, but I hear, no, you know what? Live your life, man. You should not miss a place like this, because there aren't a lot of places in the world that even come close to this.
Look, our food. Today, I invited you to have this dish. We're not doing no die, because
I'm pretty sure
we are not born to die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Muffin Stuff over here is gonna suddenly jump on me and start clawing my face.
If the poison was active, she was dead.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. I shall call you Canary.
We are not born for dying.
No.
O mar, o pescador, Salvador, tudo é junto. Sem o mar, não somos ninguém. Isso aí é uma paixão. O mar é uma paixão. Você vai lá uma vez, você não quer sair mais. E os pescadores que vivem disso aí, isso aí é a vida da gente. A vida do pescador. O pescador gosta disso. Se não tiver o mar, quando ele está revolto, olha, o pescador sofre, porque ele não consegue viver sem o mar, mesmo ele não indo lá e não conseguindo nada. Mas ele tem que estar no mar, porque é a vida dele. E sem o mar não tem vida.
The Bay of All Saints, a vast natural harbor, allowed Salvador to prosper. Tucked along its shore, if you look hard enough, you'll find a small grouping of shacks roofed in corrugated tin. This is where a local fishermen's association brings their catch to sell to wholesalers and then relax after a long day on the water. Catch of the day, the prized big red snapper. Rub with sea salt, lemon, olive oil. Grill over charcoal. Enjoy view.
So everybody here is fishermen?
Todo mundo aqui são pescadores.
Pescadores profissionais.
Pescadores autênticos.
Meet Maloka, a very special guy. He's been working as our head of security, and as for reasons that are immediately obvious, he enjoys respect and reputation on the streets. But he also comes out of this neighborhood, and these guys are his friends.
How's business now? I mean, a lot of fish out there? Fishing business good?
Como é o negócio agora? O mar dá certo, traz monte de...
Olha, não, agora tá razoável. Tem época que também dá um pouco, tem época que não dá nada, tem época que também ganha mais um pouco.
Lunch wouldn't be complete without a delicious spicy salsa of garlic, tomato, onions, and peppers. On the side, some deep-fried little smelts. Don't forget the beer and the cachaça. And enjoy.
Very nice. Yeah, that'll work. It looks like a big grouper.
Big.
It's a big redfish today.
Avisa que é pimenta, vamos que aí o povo come.
Ele sabe.
I have to advise you that
It's spicy.
spicy.
What's everybody, beer or cachaça?
Os dois.
Both.
Esse é o homem, esse é o mais velho pescador aqui. Ele é o mais velho pescador.
Still working?
O senhor ainda está trabalhando?
Ele vem da pescaria agora.
Trabalha mais do que todos aqui.
You work more than all of them.
Não reme com a língua.
They use a line or net?
Linhazol, mão.
Hand line.
Mais simple is just the hand around a piece of wood like that.
Right.
And take like that.
They don't cut the hands?
Always cut the hands.
Fishing anywhere is hard, and the way these guys do it particularly hard. mostly hand lines from small boats. Just look at these hands.
Okay. You're a hard man, literally.
Tipo de comer ou...
Estamos esperando por isso.
Dá-me um prato.
Yeah, that's what I want right here. Oh yeah, jackpot. Well, that's, you'll pardon the expression, some good head.
The fisherman loves the head.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's the best part for them.
Ele sabe comer, viu?
Sabe.
What's that?
Ele sabe comer.
Tuna. Looking good. You can just throw him right on the barbie. Man, it's a good piece of fish. Beautiful. In Rio, if you're anything less than perfectly cut, you feel terrible going to the beach. You never want to go to the beach. Here, I can frolic in a Speedo and feel pretty good about myself. They let it all hang out here.
Chegou a barriga, hein? Olha, então já topar Barapuama, Viague pra mim, o leite de camelo com pó da Índia, hein?
Capoeira?
Ah, the Capoeira man. This indispensable icon of Brazilian beach culture is known to start with fresh lime. Muddle and mash with more lime juice, sugar, ice. The magic ingredient, cachaça. That's basically the distilled liquor of the sugar cane. Shaken, not stirred, and you got yourself one of the world's truly great cocktails. A utility beverage good for any time of day or any social occasion.
Very satisfying. We do these toasted cheese things here. Awesome. As good as anything. Casual? If there's anything better than cheese, it's semi-melted cheese. Like, what's the best part of French onion soup? It's the little burnt bits of cheese around the edge. Obrigado. Oh, yeah. It's just as good as it looks. Look at this line. These guys are famous.
Acarajé. I've had it before. I have had it here, in fact. These ladies make it good. Really good. The clothes go back to the newly freed slaves who now were able to practice their religion and began selling the acarajé to support the candomblé community. What is acarajé? Behold, a paste, a batter, a falafel-like wad of smushed up black-eyed peas, seasoned with ground dried shrimp and onions, deep fried till crispy and golden in some chili spiked dende oil. Already, if you're a rookie, you're guaranteed some quality time on the porcelain bus real soon. On the top, you got your vatapá, which is sort of a shrimp curry paste, and your tomato salad. Your fried shrimp, your camarão frito, a must.
All right, beautiful.
Don't forget the hot chili oil. And prepare for liftoff.
Really good.
When millions of Africans were taken by force to Brazil, the traditions, the musical roots they had, instruments they played, their gods, and their food came with them. In the days of slavery, you had to hide that stuff, whether it was your religion or your self-defense skills.
So, tell me about capoeira.
It was a kind of martial art. But in the beginning of 19th century, capoeira became more like a game, and the music instruments were associated to the fight.
No hands, right? All feet and head? Why no hands?
We use the hands in just a few movements.
Where did that come from, and why do you think that became...
Some people say that this is inspired by the animal movements.
In a recent study observing the comparative destructive power between kicks from various martial arts of karate, Muay Thai, and Taekwondo, it was capoeira that packed the most ferocious impact. The colonial masters knew this and made it illegal for much of Brazil's history. Today, maestras like Janja and Paulinha teach capoeira in classrooms and on stages.
Originally, it was a male-dominated activity. When did that change?
Since the 60s, Master Janja and me, we start our process in the beginning of the 80s.
Right.
And nowadays we have hundreds of women practicing capoeira.
What was it like in the beginning? From the very first women who did it?
Mothers or fathers or the family,
Right.
you know, said that, well, capoeira is not for women. Why you decide to do this?
Afro-Brazilian cuisine is the result of many, many years of cooks experimenting with African and Portuguese dishes combined with local ingredients like seafood, chilies, coconut milk. This is Angelica's house, open one day a week as a restaurant serving her unique style of Bahian dishes.
Beautiful. Wow, look at that.
Looks very good.
How has being a master of capoeira, how has that changed the rest of your life?
I think it's changed a lot. Women in general, they don't learn to fight. Learning how to be involved in real fights, game and fight at the same time. We became more prepared to be involved in symbolic fight. And in our society, the women, they are not so well prepared like men.
It was purely African in the beginning, and now it's Afro-Brazilian form, is that correct?
All the instruments are African instruments.
Right. They're singing. A lot of singing, and it's important.
Yeah. And in Portuguese. But we, in our group and in Capoeira Angola, we start to include music from other cultural, African cultural traditions, including lyrics in African languages.
All of the things that we look at as Brazilian, from outside, looking in, the cuisine, samba. All of these things are very African in origin. And this is kind of where that all started, yes? I mean, I don't want to say it's the real Brazil. Everyone looks at Rio as the postcard Brazil, but here it's really, you feel it, those things.
It has to do with this big concentration of Africans since the beginning of the city. It's different.
Quando eu estou dentro de uma roda de capoeira, quando eu estou praticando capoeira, eu estou, na realidade, em busca de superação de uma série de desafios que são construídos a partir da nossa própria autoimagem, né? Você perceber como é que é você estando no mundo sem estar no mundo sozinho.
If, say, you found yourself in Brazil and had the chance to hire a boat, head for the beach with a bunch of new friends, bring along a skilled mixologist expertly trained in the fine arts of caipirinha making, why wouldn't you? Charge across the water, headed for a nice, quiet island, water up some sun to come out from behind dark clouds right about now. Sometimes cliches are cliches for a reason, because they're good ideas to start with, which is why people keep looking for them and doing them over and over. In a perfect world, upon reaching said enchanted island, you'd jump into the warm Atlantic waters. And if you could, you'd have a classic soundtrack to this adventure, like samba, for instance. Splash around for a while, maybe enjoy a nice cold beer or two.
You truly have not taken a beach until a man has set up the Capoeira station. Then you know the LZ is secure. I love nature and caipirinhas. Whoa, what's going on here? Caipirinha. Please. Sweet. This alone is an argument for the greatness of this country.
And what goes great with caipirinhas on the beach? How about some barbecue?
You eat it with the shell here, by the way, unless I'm mistaken. Please, Morrissey, don't eat me. Look in your heart. Don't eat me. Oh, no. Oh, not my head. Oh. Ah. Well,
To complete the picture, maybe a large fish, maybe some crab.
you know, anytime you get your Chinese, your Brazilians, and your Italians all agreeing on something, it's pretty clear it's a really good idea. Everybody agrees that this complicated-looking creature with all those troublesome shells is worth the work. So you tear off the little limbs. We'll get to you later, my friends. Rip out the tail. These are the lungs, you don't want them. Now you got all this nice fat in there. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting to the claw. Look at that. What's poking out of there? Oh, yeah. Push it through that little nubbin of goodness, like a celestial nipple. Oh. When people started demanding boneless stuff, like chicken without a bone, or crab meat without the actual crab, or lazy lobster, that was the beginning of the erosion of our society as we know it. If you're not willing to work for a payoff like this, how do you expect us to, like, fight Al-Qaeda if you can't suck the meat out of a crab? A character builder and delicious.
And if your perfect day really did happen, you'd probably let yourself be swept away by liquor and good food and gin-clear water, while all around you, horny Brazilians casually fondle each other, get all dozy, and fall asleep.